and welcome back to the Gran Turismo Online League. We are ready to get things going once again. One of the crown jewel events here, one of the most famous world racing circuits here at the circuit, LeMans here for a beautiful 1 hour endurance race, the longest race in all of GTO. And we are ready to get this thing rolling here. We have some of the best online drivers ready to go at it here tonight. It's going to be a fun one for sure. Qualifying just ended a little bit ago. Take a look at the right hand side of your screen. You will see tonight's starting lineup. Javen Tucker roll off P1 after winning the qualifying race. P2 will be Dante Corrado. P3 I believe is actually, let me see it here. Javen Tucker P1, of course. Dante Corrado P2. P3 Jack McKevitt. P4 Isaiah Smith. P5 will be Colin McKevitt. P6 last week's winner David Pinkston Jr. P7 Rashad Metz. Landon Beach. Then it will be Gavin Morrison and Braxton Marshall bringing up the rear of the field. We got some fun time ready to go here tonight. Let's talk tonight's pole sitter, Javen Tucker, to see how he is feeling going into this very long race. Hey Javen, how you feeling going tonight, man? Had a rough race last week, or last race. How you feeling about bouncing back here in the longest race of the season?
Well, Cross isn't here, so hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. I think our chances have gone up significantly with that. So, you know,
it's one of your most consistent seasons to date. I mean, you have not finished off the podium except for last week. Just how does it feel having so much momentum? Did it feel like it shook up any last week, or you feel like you're having a great season still?
You know, we try and put last week in the rearview mirror and, you know, look forward, but part of me still is not happy with the way that Cross Alberti was racing with Vlid Motorsports, you know, serving his suspension well, I hear. So this is incredible for us, honestly. Maybe the momentum is back now that we're not racing with Cross Alberti. Need I say it again? But yeah, that's how we're feeling today, Miles.
Well, thank you for your time. Good luck. Let's talk to one more driver. Let's see if we talk to Jack McKevitt. He's rolling off P3 here. Let's see if we can see how he's doing. Hey, Jack, you're rolling off P3 here tonight. Now, you've spent a lot of time with these cars in the actual world, you know, watching them at Daytona, just IMSA racing. How does it feel to be able to be in this car at this track, and how you feeling about your chances?
It feels pretty good. Looking forward to a good race. Stay ahead of the weather, and don't be stupid.
Well, congratulations on the good starting spot. Good luck. Let's talk to one more driver. Let's talk to Isaiah Smith, the driver of the day. Isaiah Smith, congrats on another driver of the day award. How you feeling rolling off P4 here tonight? Got a top 5 starting position. How you feeling?
Pretty good. I know I'm going to go to the back by lap 2, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, all of us here in the GTO booth are rooting for you. One of our favorite drivers wearing our Isaiah Smith shirts, and we're looking forward to it, so good luck. And that's going to do it for us. We are ready to get going here. An hour-long race to determine who will get it done here at one of the most famous racing tracks in the world. Who will climb on that podium after an hour of grit, after an hour of hard racing, that hard start racing here at one of the most famous racing tracks. Javen Tucker starts off on pole in that beautiful Anti-Ans machine. The cars lined up, double file on the grid, the fans on their feet, and we are ready to go racing here at LeMans. And the green flag is out. We are racing in one of the longest races in all of GTO. The hour of LeMans is underway. The field fans out 2 and 3 wide throughout the pack. 4 wide in the back of the pack. Heavy contact. Gavin Morrison off into the sand pit. Oh, heavy contact between a lot of... We got to spin her around. Jack McKevitt spins out. He goes back to P9. Gavin Morrison got reset. Well, not a good start. Javen Tucker gets bumped back to 3rd. Heavy contact between Colin McKevitt and Rashad Metz back there for P4. Contact early as they're bumping and banging already. The sun starting to duck behind these clouds. Overcast conditions. Maybe even a light drizzle starting already early in this race. Weather conditions are going to be a topic all night as they make their way onto the Mulsanne Straight, one of the longest straightaways. Ooh, big move there for P2. Landon Beach fighting side by side, now gets passed by Colin McKevitt for P2. A lot of these guys still starting to try to regain some spots after the start. Here we got a battle back here for P8. 3-car battle back there. Ooh, Jack McKevitt misses the corner a little bit. Had some contact there, side by side for P2 now. Up front, though, it's Dante Corrado, followed just a little bit behind by Javen Tucker. But Colin McKevitt has the toe, and he's getting a nice little shove here from Landon Beach as they head into the second chicane. Second LeMans chicane here. Tucker sent it to the inside. He cut the corner, though. If he gained that spot, he's going to have to give up a little bit of time. He definitely cut a lot of that corner there. Side by side back here, a three-car battle now, almost pitch black already early in this thing. Now, the nighttime racing conditions will be something to be talked about. So, ooh, off into the sand pit, Colin McKevitt goes around. He nicks another car. Oh, and head into it, his brother gets collected. Three-car pile-up, heavy damage to both of the McKevitt brothers' machines. Early incident. A very unfortunate mistake for both of the McKevitt boys. They get collected early. This is not what these guys wanted to see out of the McKevitt racing shop here. Up front, though, Rashad Metz trying to fight his way onto the podium. Landon Beach doing an excellent job holding on to that P3 spot so far. That beautiful GoPro machine, he's holding on to the podium spot. But man, Rashad Metz, two-time champion in the online league, he is hot on his heels. Rashad Metz looking to have a good run here and kind of bounce back. He's been kind of quiet recently. Could tonight be the night to put together an excellent run for that Metz Motorsports team. So looking at Landon Beach. Landon Beach has come a long way from the first time he started off in this series. Really matured behind the wheel. Excellent driver there as he holds on to that P3 spot. On further back, Gavin Morrison has moved his way up into P5. The McKevitt boy is trying to regain some spots. Isaiah Smith is nestled into P7 there, but he's got some pressure coming from Dave Pinkston Jr. there. As we see Isaiah Smith was almost going to look there for a pass maybe on Jack McKevitt. He's looking for opportunity coming into the final two chicanes. Dante Corrado holds on the lead for the first lap. And Rashad Metz has slipped past Landon Beach for that third place spot, but no worries, there's still a lot of racing left, a long time. Mostly everyone on hard or medium tires. Looks like Dante Corrado actually went with softs. So soft tires for Dante Corrado. Rashad Metz nicks the grass a little bit there on one of the corners. So Gavin Morrison is really gaining some time though. Gavin Morrison is on one of the softer compound tires. So he definitely has some more grip in that race car at the moment. But that fall off is going to start to show here as we get further and further into this race. So lap number 2 underway. Most of these guys nestled in the spot side by side back here for P7. David Pinkston Jr. going to work on that machine of Isaiah Smith here for the P7 spot. Side by side, the number 8 car looks to the right side of Isaiah Smith side by side going into the first chicane. Who will outbreak who? Pinkston Jr. backs off, closes in just behind. 3-car battle here for the chicane. Little loose moment there from Jack McKevitt. Loose moment off by David Pinkston Jr. He gets a run though side by side. Jr. is going to be able to complete the pass. Yes, he does. He nestles in front of Smith there for the P7 spot. Back up front. Here comes Gavin Morrison side by side for P3. He's going to slip past, but he misses the exit. He misses the corner. That's going to open the door. Rashad Metz gets a run. He takes it right to the back bumper. Almost trying to get around him. He does. Side by side. Now he ducks in back behind, but this little toe is going to be able to get Landon Beach back into the talk for that podium spot. 5 minutes into this race and it's already going very well. Tucker still P2. P3, Gavin Morrison bouncing back. Rashad Metz goes a little wide, but so does Gavin Morrison. Both of them in the gravel. Nose to tail here for P number 2. Looking back from the rear bumper camera of Gavin Morrison, you see that beautiful machine of Rashad Metz there. Metz has not won this race yet. This is one of the crown jewel events. He's looking to bounce back. His last Champion Series victory was in the Trans Am 2 cars back. Oh, he goes to the inside. A huge move from Rashad Metz. He blocks the crossover. Metz loosens up Gavin Morrison. Metz is going to slide into third spot. That opens the door for Landon Beach. Landon Beach takes fourth spot away. The move from Rashad Metz and the little slip from Gavin Morrison there after some contact. But Gavin Morrison says not so fast. He's going to take P4 right back. Whoa, what a move there. Landon Beach ducks in behind him once again. Tucker starting to gain some time on that leader, though. He's starting to close in on Dante Corrado. What an excellent race so far. The strategy starting to close in on these cars. We've seen the sun set. We've seen the lights bright up as the Ferris wheel lights up the night as these beautiful high-tech race cars light up this famous racetrack here at Le Mans. The sun may have gone down, but a lot of the fans have not gone home yet here at Le Mans. Fans staying up late to see some late-night GTO action here in the longest race of the series. Crown Jewel event, we asked a lot of these drivers what it would mean to add one of the Crown Jewel race wins to these belts. Now, Jamin Tucker, he's looking for one here at the Le Mans Grade 1 race, the Hour of Le Mans. Pinkston Jr. got it last season around. Tucker looking to add this one to his list. He picked up his first Daytona 50.0 victory a couple weeks ago, but he's looking to get yet another Crown Jewel win here. He's got the Blue Moon Base Speedway Crown Jewel win, but he's looking for this one as he's closing in 2 seconds, 2/10 now between the top two. Jamin Tucker look to the inside, side by side. He's going to easily make the pass on Dante Corrado on those this worn soft starting to lay down a little bit, lose some grip. Corrado starting to build up another run. Can he get another run off the corner? He's all over the rear bumper, the 99 Anti-Ann's machine. Tucker Corrado, we've seen this battle thousands of times. Whether it's for a championship or for a position on track, these two know how to get around each other. Down the Mulsanne straight, once again looking into that second left-hand chicane. We got a battle heating up for third spot too. Gavin Morrison up in the third spot once again. But Metz is not giving up back here. Corrado looking for another run. They're side by side for the lead once again. Side by side for the lead. That's going to open the door for these guys back here. Third, fourth, and fifth to close the gap once again. These top few have been racing hard. Corrado's currently behind Tucker. Will he choose to make a move into this corner? He breaks late, looks for the entry. No, he doesn't. He goes wide, slips up. That opens the door for Tucker to gain some more time, but Metz has an excellent hairpin there. Metz slips past Gavin Morrison once again for that third place spot. These two have been flirting back and forth for that last podium spot for a while now. Back and forth, back and forth. Morrison, Metz, back and forth. But here they come down one of the long straightaways, headed towards Indy. A lot of excellent passing zones here at this racetrack. A lot of long straightaways to use that slipstream, use that suck to your advantage to be able to build up a run and get down to the corner and outbreak your opponent. Now these top guys, they're all within 2.5 seconds of each other, so definitely within range should one of these guys make a mistake up front. Now a little further on back, Dave Pinkston Jr., he's about 13 seconds back, so he's going to need some strategy calls, need something to get that team kind of back in the hunt here, but still a lot of racing left. We're only 10 minutes in to an hour-long enduro here tonight. The sun's gone down, the stars have come out to shine, and the stars are shining bright on track. Colin McKevitt battling hard here with Peter Braxton for that P9 spot. Back up to the front, Dante Corrado slipped past Tucker. Tucker may try to make a move here in one of the chicanes. 4-car battle now for these two guys battling up front has drawn back the last couple. Corrado trying to break the draft a little bit. A 4-car breakaway for the lead here. Now Tucker is falling victim. Here comes Rashad Metz. Metz making a move. Metz goes to P2. What a move. Oh, he slipped up a little bit. Here comes Tucker back around him. Side by side. May have made a little contact though. Metz stays out in front. Metz up to P2. Rashad Metz putting together a good run early in this thing. It's good to see that Metz being seen back up front. But Tucker says not so fast. He's coming back. Has an excellent run here. As Tucker slips past Metz once again for that P2 spot. Now, we ask drivers a lot of times, what do they do to get ready for an hour-long endurance track this? And for Javen Tucker, he says he goes through about 5 or 6 Vicks inhalers before he starts this race. So different strategies to getting ready for this hour-long endurance race, to get the mind ready, get the nostrils ready for a long endurance event just like this one. We have a couple drivers missing out here tonight. Ooh, battle here for the lead once again. Tucker trying to get back at a 4-car breakaway for the lead. What a thriller this is right now. Using the long straightaway their advantage. 4-car breakaway, Landon Beach kind of in tow. Tucker goes to the inside. He's going to slip past him. Metz not quite able to get there. Into the hairpin they go. Ooh, little slide there from Metz. He nips the grass a little bit. Corrado hangs on the P2. He's going to try to take another look at Javen Tucker. Will Dante Corrado choose to make a move? This is one of the excellent passing zones here. Right-hander and then a sharp left-hander. Here he goes. Will he choose to make a move? Oh, can he set him up? Not quite. Metz hangs on in that P3 spot back there. But man, side by side for P1 once again. Corrado looks to the inside. The crossover move by Tucker. Tucker takes it back. Ooh, contact there between the third place driver, Metz, and Dante Corrado. They're side by side for P2 now. That little checkup allowed for Javen Tucker to jump out just a touch, but man, these guys are all drawn back close to each other once again. What a battle between these four. Corrado's tires starting to die, but man, he's still wheeling that thing up front. Tucker, Corrado, Metz, Morrison. The battle rages on into the midnight hour here at LeMans. Stars shining bright on the racing track. A couple drivers ducking into the pits here early. And man, a couple drivers starting to make their pit stops here. And it looks like we have a mechanical failure here. So we got a battle going on heavy for the lead right now. 1-2. Metz goes to the inside. I think one of the drivers is retiring. He's going to be joining the booth here in a second. Let's see if Colin McKevitt will join to help us get this thing. As yeah, he is exited unfortunately due to an early mechanical failure. See if we can get him up in the booth. Hey, Colin, you join us here in the booth?
Hey Miles, how are you?
Hey, what's up? We're watching a thrilling battle here between the top two. Rashad Metz is taking the lead.
Sure are.
Is Bo, but man, Tucker says not so fast. Side by side, going into the Mulsanne straight.
It seemed like the Peugeot Fab didn't really have it in it today for us, so had to unfortunately end our day early.
Yeah, well, it's a very long race, but we still have a lot of racing here left, and it is sure going to be exciting, whether you're behind the driver's seat or watching from up here in the booth. These guys racing hard throughout the nighttime here.
Exactly.
Down the long back straightaway they go. Metz drop back. He's about 5/10 back from Tucker, trying to build up another run. Next closest car to those two is Dave Pinkston Jr. He has been staying out at the moment. I wonder if some weather is coming. Colin, could you check the radar and see if there's any weather coming up here?
I forget where that is. Oh, here we are. It seems bone dry at the moment.
Yeah, I know we had some forecasts for some rain throughout this race, but man, maybe the vortex theory actually worked, kind of keep away at those
I
rain
think
clouds for a
so.
little bit there. This
Cars were
Tucker's
going
still
hard.
battling hard for this lead here. Gavin Morrison back to P5. He just pitted for some fresh medium tires. Isaiah Smith has cycled up into that P5 spot, so back on the top 5 for the Isaiah Smith machine. So a hell of a battle for the lead here as we ride along with second place driver Rashad Metz.
Quite the battle for 1 to 2 here, but the rest of the pack seems to have strung out a little bit.
He sure is sidestepping a lot there for P2. Rashad Metz jumping all across all 4 lanes of racetrack here. Yeah, it looks like he actually made a mistake there, and I believe in one of those corners there, he is or Javen Tucker's opened up to about a second
Yeah.
gap here between the top 2. Oh, Rashad Metz did have some damage though. It looked like he may have nicked the wall. But Tucker did make a mistake there. Huge mistake by Tucker, actually. As Tucker just lost a ton of time to Rashad Metz.
Lost about a half a second.
Down in the final chicanes, these guys still staying out on the racetrack. I think maybe these guys, they might be waiting on to see if weather changes, try to stay out as long as possible on these mediums.
I think so. The mediums were decent. Even with them worn pretty far, it's more manageable than the softs.
Now, I'm looking back here at Isaiah Smith. He's currently P5, but man, that left rear tire on him is very concerning.
It is definitely close. I wouldn't be
Not
surprised
sure
he
if
ducks
that
in
thing
right
is
here.
going to make it. Yeah, there he goes.
There he
Ducks in.
goes.
He needed to put some tires on that car.
So once you get those white bars all the way down on the tires, it's damn near impossible to get around.
We've seen some issues with that before. A lot of these guys trying to hang out on those like old tires. But man, especially since the updated physics and everything, it's just once those tires get worn like that, that white bar goes away, you are spinning and crashing.
Mm-hmm. And boy, now he's just coming into his pit box. It is, forget how long this pit road here at LeMans is.
You really got to strategize for these pit stops here. It takes a long time to negotiate that pit road, and for these teams to service these hypercars like this.
Recharge the battery, get some full gas.
As
Keep
Metz
on
is
your way.
closed back in, he's within a couple car lengths now of the top
Yeah,
spot.
Straight. Going to the second chicane, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a move. Possible, or it seems like Javen's gaining a little bit of time.
I believe they are in 2 different cars. I think Javen's in the Toyota GR10, and I think Rashad Metz is actually in the Porsche 919, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
So maybe a little bit difference between the corners. I think Metz might be a little bit faster in the corners, but Javen might have the straightaway advantage.
Metz is so far putting together his best lap of the race. Saw he had a good sector time there, still on Javen's tail.
That toe from Javen Tucker definitely helps down the straightaway, but man, the sun's starting to rise here. Track temps are going to heat up a little bit, maybe a little bit of fog starting to set in on parts of the racetrack.
I checked the radar last, there was some slightly scattered showers, but nothing forming. Gonna give it a quick look one more time.
Which another thing about this racetrack is it's such a large track that it could be raining on one end of the track and be completely soaked there, and then sunny and dry at the other end. So just knowing when to change those wet weather tires can change your entire race. It can make it or it can ruin it.
Now it does seem like there might be some rain coming in shortly.
We're going to pass for the lead now. Metz side by side with Javen Tucker for that P1 spot. Metz tucks in back behind, but man, within half a car length of the 99 machine right now. Ooh, maybe some contact getting into the corner there. Another thing is, what we're saying about the size of this racetrack is, if you choose to stay out when that weather comes,
on
you
his
don't
tail
want to
onto
get
the
stuck out.
inside.
Ooh, Side by side now. Don't want to be side by side in these corners. It's going to be risky here. Let's choose to concede the position. Smart choice by Metz. He tucks in back behind. Maybe trying to conserve a little bit here. But, ooh, an excellent run out of the chicane, though. Side by side, he may clear him. Yes, he does. Clear for Metz down in the turn one.
Take another look at it into the chicane. No, wisely stays behind.
Nope, no way there. He ducked out for a second there. Trying to set up a crossover move. Metz doing a good job of blocking it, though.
I think that sidestep might be helping him out a little bit in that department.
Metz has had some good pace. We haven't seen the old Metz back in the old days of GTO in a while. Hasn't quite had the pace recently, but man, he's put together a pretty good run so far and just has excellent track position and excellent pace. But these two guys battling hard up front. Dave Pinks Jr. P3, Jack McKevitt P4. On back, Gavin Morrison and
kind of battle with him and Dante.
Yeah, they're kind of close to each other here. I believe they pitted with each other a couple laps ago.
Yeah.
Man, if Tucker and Metz can stay out until the weather comes, if there is some actual weather that starts to happen here, if they can make it and not pit until then that will give them a huge advantage. About 20 minutes into this thing, so maybe just over a third of the way through the race. Now, a normal GTO event, you'd be probably, about 10 to go, that sort of thing. 10 or 15 more minutes to go, but man, they still have more than half the race to go. Ooh, some contact off of the corner there. Metz gets in the grass side by side for the lead. Once again, Metz clears them out front. Tucker says not so fast. He's going to go back to the front once again. These two guys swapping back and forth. Ooh, Metz misses the corner.
Wide. That's going to let Javen gain some good time on the straightaway.
Yeah, but luckily he still has that toe, so he should be able to reel some of that back in. We have a spinner too. Let's say it's Braxton Marshall's around.
Okay.
He may actually be in danger of going a lap down here. He's got some heavy damage on the front of that. He's on intermediate tires too. It'll be interesting to see how these.
On intermediates, he spins again. Maybe
here comes the leaders. Whoa! He hits Javen Tucker. Oh, heavy contact! No. Javen Tucker has front end damage now. I bet you that Javen is not happy.
Hopefully that'll go away by the Porsche curves.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough with that front end damage here. I don't think it is.
Not easy.
Yeah, Rashad Metz gaining a lot of time. Over 2.5 seconds slower through that sector. It goes away now. But man, that allowed Metz to really stay close to him. I believe it checked up both of those guys actually, because Metz checked up to try to stay out of that mess. But some damage to the front of that Toyota for Javen Tucker. Ooh. Javen Tucker missed the end of the chicane. That opens the door for a huge run for Rashad. Ooh, they make contact! Heavy contact! Dooring each other in the turn one. These guys are battling it all out.
I was gonna say, this is one of the best Le Mans 1 hour GTO events.
Last season we saw a lot of strung out cars last season during this race, but man, this race, when these guys are close to each other, they are battling hard.
A lot of good individual performances in that. At C2 cars coming to the pits, one Braxton Marshall and
Jack McKevitt
as well. Jack switching off those mediums.
Yeah, I believe. Oh, Tucker misses the chicane entirely. Looks like he can seize the position a little
Gives
bit.
up the position. Yep.
So he's cleared with the GTO officials from that. Good move from Tucker. Now I believe you're in the pits with Jack McKevin, aren't you, right now? Or you can glance over your shoulder and see that crew just do some service to that car. I saw him come off pit road. Battle here for a fourth place spot. Gavin Morrison and Dante Corrado been going at it. They're trying to track down the leaders. They are gaining some time on them. This fresh tire is definitely coming into play. That lead battle, though. Yeah, these guys may not be able to make it another lap. Looking at the fuel and the battery these guys have left, I'm not sure if Tucker and Metz and Pinkston Jr. definitely won't be able to. So a lot of these guys will most likely be coming to pit road this time around.
I believe you're right, yeah. It looks like Rashad's on that red meter, and then Javen Tucker will probably be on that very shortly. Assume the top three will be coming in.
Now there's a pretty decent fog settled in on the racetrack right now. Is there anything popping up on the radar showing that maybe these guys want to go ahead and throw on some weather tires?
It might have been what they've been waiting for. If this radar's a little slow.
Both of these guys in the red on their fuel right now, so they're going to have to bring those cars in for service this time.
At the moment, there's nothing on the radar on my end.
They both swing wide. They're going to be nose to tail when they come into pit stops this time. It'll be interesting to see who cycles up front.
Will Rashad maybe take a chance at overtaking? No, alright.
That's a very dangerous play to do so. Alright, both these front runners on pit road for their first services of the night.
And an E3 is coming in as well, David Pinkston.
David Pinkston Jr. That should allow for Dante Corrado and Gavin Morrison to inherit the lead here.
Cycle out in front. Both still pushing very hard. Landon Beach not too far behind if one makes a mistake.
These guys in their pit stalls getting some fresh tires and some fuel right now. Looks like these guys choosing to go on to mediums once again.
Seems
Yeah,
like
all
the
these guys
couple's
putting on
fired.
mediums. Now they do have to do mandatory tire compound change here, so it will be interesting to see when will they throw on the different compound. Now weather tires do count in case of weather. Now it could be a nice sunny day. There might not be no weather at all.
Never know. Now, how would that shake up some of these folks who will not end up changing their tires and preying on the rain to do that for them?
Now Corrado's up front, and he's currently followed by Gavin Morrison. Tucker
Seems
cycled
like
up
he
into
has caught up quite a bit.
P3.
Gavin's looking for a move on the outside. He's taking the lead.
Gavin Morrison to the lead here. Now Metz came out a ways behind.
Dante had a great run out of that first chicane and took the lead right back away from Gavin.
Gavin Morrison, ooh, side by side once again for the lead here.
This is quite the battle.
Into the second chicane they go, nose to tail. Ooh, trying to wrestle these cars off. That's going to open the door. Corrado's going to have a good run coming down the straightaway. Does he choose to take it? Not quite the run that I thought he was going to have, but...
I saw what you saw. Maybe Dante is backing off at this point, letting them
Oh,
save their
whoa.
tires a little bit.
Rashad Metz has put on racing hard tires.
Oh, wow.
And he is losing a lot of time to Javen Tucker. That might be... I'm not sure
There's a
if...
lot of time to Javen Tucker, and Lena Beach is right on his tail.
But if there isn't any weather, he might be able to stay out on those tires and run to the end, but will he be able to... Ooh, wait, Tucker really off pace there for a second. I think he's lost a lot of time.
I think he might have slipped up in that corner.
Yeah, I think he went way off. That opens the door for Landon Beach, who's pushing Rashad Metz.
Yeah. A little bump draft, and they're going to be right on him coming to the curves. Or Indianapolis, sorry.
These two still battling up front. Man, 3-car battle back here for P3. I don't know if Rashad Metz is going to be able to keep up with these guys on those hard tires. I wonder how much different that car has to be handling. As long as he can stay within slipstream distance, he should be okay.
Exactly. If he could stay within the slipstream, the streets will give him an advantage, but it will feel like bricks in the turns. So he might look to the inside here, think better of it.
Yeah, it's the only dangerous thing on those hards too is trying to make a risky move to the inside. You know that thing's going to push pretty hard on those things.
The understeer might take both of you out rather than you gaining a position. They go way
He's in
wide.
all of the runoff. Oh, we got a wreck back here. Braxton Marshall hard on the outside wall, rear-ended that thing into the wall. Unfortunate day for the rookie. Current rookie of the year. Ooh, battle here for the lead. Yeah, they were going at it, going all over the racetrack. Now reach the halfway point of this race. We're going to step aside and we'll be back here with you for the second half of this broadcast. Thank you for watching the first half, and make sure to tune back in here in a few minutes for the second half of the Hour of Le Mans. We'll be right back with you.